Welcome back. You're listening to the first edition of the 2024 Flow Friday Sports Show, and it's time for us to check in with the Oyen Rams Cricket Club President Dom Leach to find out what's happening in the world of the Rams there in Red Clif's cricket. Dom, lovely to be back with you again for the start of a new year. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing well. What's been happening?
Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Alice. It's been pretty busy. The busy but good, Christmas New Year period, and keen to get stuck back into the cricket as we did last weekend.
Well, first cab off the rank, of course, is your recent milestone. This is very well deserved. 200 games for you under your belt. Not many can say that at all. And what a achievement this is for you, Dom, personally. You must have taken it quite graciously in your stride. Of course, it came as a bit of a double-edged sword of good news, which we always like to hear, because this was the milestone that you achieved in your first game back from a very lengthy injury. And on top of that, the Rams scored a win too against Robinvale, which we'll talk about in more detail in a few moments' time. But firstly, just notching up that milestone, how did it feel, and how did the guys there get around you?
Yeah, look, it was good. It was just good to be back on the park, to be honest. Good to be back out there with my mates and playing a bit of cricket and having a bit of fun. Obviously, we got the win, which was the main objective, and got through the game unscathed. So, all positives from the weekend.
Sensational. Well, let's focus in on that victory. This was a 20 runs win that you got over Robinvale. So tell us more about how it all panned out. The usual suspects at play again, as always, for the Rams. You must have been happy to chalk up this win after what I imagine was a bit of a lull period, sitting around doing plenty of eating, I'm sure, and enjoying the festivities, Dom.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of a lull over the Christmas break. Sometimes a little bit hard to get blokes motivated and get numbers on the track for the first game back. But luckily we were able to front two teams up on Saturday. And, the A-grade boys, we got the job done. It was really a top order as we batted first. The openers in Connor Schultz and Sammy Mead got 30-odd each. And Dan Price, the ever-reliable number 3, chipped in with, it was 63 not out, and batted through most of the innings after the openers went. So, the top order provided the backbone of the innings. We were able to post 146, which was 20 runs too many. Our boys bowled well. To restrict Robinvale, particularly the openers at the top. Alex Morris and Brad Parsons were very miserly in their opening spells, and Tim Vine came on and got good rewards through the middle with his 2 or 3 wickets, 4 wickets actually, I should say. So, it was a good all-round performance, and, good to be back on the park and on the winners list again.
Sensational. Well, let's look at the other game in the A-grade Red Clif's cricket competition. Just update our listeners on what went on there, Dom.
The other game, we had Miller taking on Nursery Ridge, and Miller put together a very competitive 7 for 143 off their overs. Jeremy Ayworth, he was the mainstay with 45. Nursery Ridge, however, were able to chase that down with, I think it was 6 or 7 overs to spare. 4 for 144 in reply. So Chris Shaw got 40, and they shared the rest of the runs around, and Nursery Ridge kept on their winning way.
And Dom, they didn't quite get there, but some positives for the B grade to take out of their game against Curler.
Well, there was a little bit of success in the fact we rolled Curler for 135. It was a top of the table clash, and on the back of, I think it was 4 consecutive wins going into Christmas, our boys were cock-a-hoop, and I suppose dismissing Curler for 135, well below par at Blackburn Park. We would have really fancied our chances. However, we were all bundled out for just 65. So boys couldn't quite crack the runs in the chase, but nonetheless, plenty of positive signs, particularly as a bowling unit. So I think we slipped to 4th after that game, so it just shows how tight the B grade ladder is. Anyway, the other results, we had Kempy taking on Fire Brigade, and Fire Brigade doing well to post 180 and restrict Kempy to 170, so a tight one there. And the other game, we had Nursery Ridge bundled out for just 60, and Southwest getting the runs easily, just 2 wickets down.
All right, well, over to you, Dom. I'll give you the floor. Give us a preview of the A grade and B grade for this weekend in Red Clif's cricket.
Yeah, preview for this week. Got some cracking games. We revert back to the old, the Mallee rivalry this week. Our boys host the Tempe Tigers. Always good matches these, and Tempe in pretty good form going into Christmas. So this will be a hotly contested game. All the usual suspects will be in attendance and vying for their team. So we've got the Rams taking on Tempe. Hopefully the home ground advantage just gets us over the line. And the other A-grade game is Nursery Ridge versus Robinvale. So Robinvale showed good signs last week. They'll be sporting from the loss, and I'll probably tip them to bounce back on the winners list. In the B grade, we've got Kerwa taking on Nursery Ridge. You'd have to fancy Kerwa given last week's results, particularly Nursery Ridge getting bundled out for just 60 runs. And the other game, we've got Tempe taking on our boys, of course, just down the road at the Tempe Rec Reserve. So the ground's looking fantastic down there. So usually good crowd in attendance down there, and I'd say it'll be no exception tomorrow. And perhaps the home ground advantage will help them in the B grade.
All right, well, before we let you go, Dom, you certainly live and breathe cricket. Unfortunately, no test matches being played in the Oyen or the surrounds, so you've made your way down to Adelaide to watch the Australian side against the West Indies. Tell us how you're enjoying that experience being in Adelaide for the week.
Yeah, it's great to get over to Adelaide. Really great atmosphere over here. Was able to go to a couple of days of cricket, day 1 and 2 of the test, which was great. We were able to see some good cricket. It's just good to be get exposed to that. You know, like I said, there's nothing of that sort around Oyen. So the quick trip over to Adelaide and spend a week over here with the family and enjoy getting to the test and kicking around the place. It's been quite enjoyable.
No, they don't need any A-grade Australia tests in Oyen. They've got the Oyen Rams, of course. Dom Leach, great to catch up with you, President of the Oyen Rams Cricket Club. Congratulations again from everyone here at Fly FM on your 200-game milestone. We'll look forward to speaking to you again next week. Enjoy the cricket in Adelaide and all the best to you, Dom.
Thanks, Alice. Great to be with you as always. Cheers.